The first time I encountered a Spirio Steinway was actually when I recorded that Mozart Sonata. Saw the piano, I played the piano, it was another beautiful Steinway. And then I heard the playback. It was literally super exact the way I played it. I've never heard myself from the audience perspective. So it was so shocking, but also it was super awesome at the same time. It really taught me a lot of things about my own playing.
He got up on stage and played not a very long piece, fairly couple, 2, 3 minute, really beautiful piece that he played. This was my first, experience. And, I'm an East Coast hardcore skeptic to begin with. So I didn't really know what I would think. Um, and then I heard the playback, and it was remarkable. Um, every nuance, pedaling, touch, it all sounded like what he had just played. Um, and I really wanted to get my hands on the piano that night. What I found, everybody that I've witnessed playing it for the very first time and then hearing their playback, it's exactly the same reaction, which is kind of disbelief, and then awe, and then a very strong desire to have one of these pianos.
Having a Spirio on our campus has been groundbreaking. But if we had 2 or 3 or 5, or if my teachers or my students had a Spirio at home, that's not groundbreaking, that's revolutionary. Once my students have a piano at home, now it totally changes how we go about our lesson structure. And I think that is really where we start to unlock the true potential of Spirio. You take it one step further, when SpirioCast comes online, you look at what we're going through right now. All of our private teachers have pretty much been forced to do remote teaching. I get excited about Spirio and the potential it brings to music education.
Piano teaching, I can say this as a piano professor, is an extremely conservative, traditional field that doesn't like to change. But the students are not that way at all. They've grown up with technology and grown up with distance technology. Now it's really a collaborative effort between the teacher and the student. I really believe that going forward into the future, and Spirio R has the ability to define the next generation of what applied teaching looks like.
You could just see this look of sheer amazement on the student's face. And the student's response wasn't that I just heard the notes coming back, but he said, I heard my soul. I understood exactly what I was playing, and you could immediately begin to see it making a difference.
We envision creating master classes. We envision one-on-one real-time applied lessons in piano. What we hope to do is begin to create and cultivate a community that is a sustainable artistic force of pianists.
We can then create these teaching relationships back and forth, and then also to connect the students together. Their creativity is going to spark all kinds of yet more possibilities beyond that. You don't want piano lessons to become this thing that it is for so many people. Their parents make them do it, and then they get to middle school and they drop out, and then we don't have anybody coming to college for piano. But this is a way to keep that excitement going, as well as introducing, oh, by the way, you can hear Lang Lang playing in your living room.
In the same process as they're participating as a student in this, they're developing their own pedagogy for the next century and this new paradigm of how we're going to be teaching.
Whether we like it or not as instructors, this is what the students want now. This is what they're expecting. And the institutions that do it best are going to thrive, and those that don't won't.
Now the opportunity to take education wherever the student is, to find the perfect match between student and institution and faculty and institution, that's a new day.
It's the perfect marriage of our tradition with modern technology, because it's the best of both.
For decades, we have relied on Steinway to help us define quality in piano and musical artistry. And now we're going to rely on Steinway with the Spirio R to help us define those same standards of quality moving forward.